Well, welcome to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Heather Frierson, and I'm your host of the Business Spotlight podcast. And today I have Erman Koc, founder of Earth.io. And we're going to be talking about his business ownership, and just his path to what led him here, and really just pull back the curtain of what it's like to build and operate a business. So if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when a new show drops just like this one. Well, Erman, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate for hosting us, Heather, and thanks for the opportunity. So great to be here.
Awesome. Well, if you could just share with our audience a little bit of a background about you and
Sure.
about your business.
Sure, definitely. Originally, I'm a mining engineer, but I definitely dedicated my life to technology, and that was the reason actually that I chose the mining because uh, before I chose this path, I saw a great potential for possible different technologies that can be utilized, right? So, mining is one of the oldest industries actually with farming. This great potential. First, we started this with a software path, but nowadays the data and artificial intelligence is a great place that we saw that vision is actually happening with execution nowadays. So we are in the fantastic era. I definitely see that this is mining 2.0 in a sense, or 3.0, and we are leading that direction. So yeah.
So for those listening like myself who may not understand it, what does Earth.io do? How are you combining mining and artificial intelligence?
Yeah, no, it's a great one. So, um, the, uh, just a little bit background about Earth, or a little bit background also about me, why actually we wanted to create this company, or ultimately create this new community around mining, right? So before we found Earth.io, I was a global manager at a large life of mine technology solution provider called Hexagon Mining. And in there, when we realized that actually there are still extremely silos within even in a company that has touching into multiple departments within the mining, right? So this silo data, silo department approach is definitely hurting the mine value chain, and we need a optimized output ultimately throughout the mine value chain. So to be able to do that, we realize that okay, it's not just the connecting the dots, or it's not just the connecting the departments or the stakeholders, but ultimately actually after you make that connection, that integration, how you can make this in an optimal way, optimized way, not the best way, not the worst way, the optimized way, right? So that was the idea. And yes, there are a lot of optimization happening within the mining, which is actually that's the one of the main industries doing that. But how we can approach the data and unearth the potential that they already have. When I say they, not only the mining companies, but the equipment vendors, technology vendors, consultants. So how we can actually reveal reveal the data, the information that they are missing, right? So that's where we came in with ultimate data understanding, ultimate artificial intelligence, and the different subsegments, how we can play that out within the mine value chain. So, and one of the areas that why we actually started this, it was around the COVID timeframe, and then we saw the huge impacts, not in a positive way, definitely, but in a negative way to the supply chain. You might remember, people were missing toilet papers and all those from medication to everything, right? So the good thing now we need to understand is actually if it is not grown, it is mined. So that's the terminology in mining. So basically, if it is not a plant, if it is not happening in a natural plant environment, then we need to extract that, right? So the mines never stopped during the COVID time. It might reduce their production rates, but the impact was going to be huge. So we looked at it, okay, we need to optimize this. We need to be ready for the next unknown. And that's where artificial intelligence comes into play. So we need to predict that what is that possible unknown from a macroeconomics, microeconomics, or from these type of unknown events. So the operations should be ready, the operators or the vendors should be ready for these things. And that's what we do with Earth.io.
I love that you said if it's not grown, it's mined, and you extract things. That's a really good definition for us people over here that aren't mining and into or know how to do it. Give us an example of that. Like right now, what are something that's in the mining industry that someone like me is using that I might not even know?
Your glasses.
Oh, really? What about the
Yeah.
glasses? Tell me what the products are.
Oh, there are a bunch of them, but just like a slicka in that is just to give, like, first thing, your earrings, the second thing, the jewelry that you're wearing, the microphone, even the fabric that you're wearing is also utilized by the needles. That's, ultimately everything, your shampoo, actually. So
wow. That's
yeah,
incredible because I think mining, like I knew you would probably say, my necklace or jewelry. That's what I go to, right? As maybe just as a girl who likes jewelry, but there's so much in our day-to-day life. So when you talk about mining, you might think as a listener, I don't know what that means, but it affects every day, just like you said during COVID. So what you're starting now is a system to make sure us, the end consumer, not just the mining industry, but as an end consumer, we're not hit by something like a COVID again and left without our toilet paper or glasses.
Even it's impossible to say
yes,
it's gonna hit or not. The thing is, if it hits, then what are the possible complications, or what are the possible scenarios that the mines should be ready for it, right? And it's not only just the COVID type of things, but also instabilities between the macroeconomic and microeconomic environments, or global shifts. Like just yesterday, there was BRICS, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. That group, they are just creating their own fiat. And that is also backed by a bunch of other countries, like Caribbean countries and all those other countries. So all these actually, right now, if you look at the BRICS currencies, they are backed by commodities. So the commodity shift is also the currency shift, the fiat currency shift is also happening, which is backed by commodities, which is the older times before the oil products. Was the backing to the currency. So that these are in motion, and these things are really impacting how the mines are operating, and how ultimately the people, myself even, is impacting, like yourself, when people go to Walmart, Costco, wherever, right? So how it is impacting. That's the we don't see that how it is impacting, but we can actually drill down and possibly understand that within the providers level, within the mine level. The other thing is, like, oil and gas is also extremely important. It's the similar idea. So that earth science is extremely crucial in everybody's life, right?
Yes.
But overall, it is really exciting because again, this is one of the oldest industries, and late 1800s or early 1900s, the big shift happened in the mining, and with the steam engines, with the larger equipments, we could actually extract larger volumes of materials, right? But the methodology didn't change since the beginning of the inception of the time. So people were like literally getting rocks and try to enrich the minerals, whatever is there in those little rocks. But now, with the steam engines and everything, at that time in 1900s, we were able to get larger volumes, right? And the enriching since early 1900s to now, 1970s, 1980s, the enriching, the mineral processing got a lot of attention. And that's the reason that a lot of great gold mining companies or copper companies, that's where they put their focus on, and they made the most out of what they can extract from those deposits, right? But now with data and artificial intelligence, actually, we are going to the next stage, which is they don't need to change how their resource. They cannot, right? Their deposit is their deposit. What I mean with this is the mines, right? So they already know possible reserves that they have, and they know how much they can get out with existing materials over there, with the existing asset types that they're utilizing. But with artificial intelligence, we can do different correlations, different understanding, and reveal the interrelationships, and provide more productivity, improve the sustainability, and improve the safety. So that's where the exciting thing is coming from. And that's when I say that the new era, not only for mining, but for all industries, artificial intelligence is going to be a. But you see my excitement.
Yeah.
It's going to be really great.
I love it. And I think something like this, AI can seem so scary, but something like this shows just the positive side of how it can really help. You said the sustainability, the safety of the miners, and all the things. I mean, I know you're an engineer, but why is this so important to you? Why do you get excited about it?
As I mentioned at the beginning, I chose mining engineering. I'm originally from Turkey, right? So, in Turkey, we at the end of the high school, you need to get into like a SAT type of an exam, and we did that. And when I was doing that, I had two options: aerospace engineering. I always wanted to be aerospace engineer, or actually mining. The reason is that there are a lot of amazing technologies in both that's been utilized, and the possibilities in mining engineers, globally, it is extreme, right? So if you look at it, why I chose this direction, because I always loved technology. Since I was 14 years old, I was actually building websites, and right now I'm 40.
Wow.
so it's been some time. Basically, since then I was building like websites, and I knew coding and that kind of stuff. But ultimately, and when I went to Colorado School of Mines, I chose an engineering technology and management master's degree. That also tied with mineral economics and that kind of stuff. So basically, always had in me that technology, that software side of the things. And right now, it is the time. The era allows us to do more than the software. And software is a great solution for all industries. But now, there's a huge shift that's happening. That's what I'm excited for right now, actually. As you look at NVIDIA's CEO Huang Jansen, basically, if you look at Huang Jansen's what he says is basically now the shift is happening. What is the shift? The control mechanism is not we are teaching to the computers. The computers can communicate with us in different ways, right? So basically, now we can see that how this communication prompting can enable different I'm referring to large language models in a sense, or Gen AI. So how actually the prompt can drive, or AI agents can drive each individual tasks, how these multimodals can take 8 hours, 10 hours tasks into 15 minutes. So that is the excitement that we have. So but this could only happen with the right chips, because mining was utilizing statistics since 1960s, 1970s. And statistics actually is the kind of a grandfather of this whole machine learning side of the things, which again, since the Turing timeframe, this ML or AI idea was there, but the computing power was not there. First, we need to do this cloud computing, edge computing, and the chips are now super strong. So that's the excitement that we are in the right time. That's the whole.
Yeah, you're in the right time for sure. So you're the founder, and this just amazes me. How did you even put this together? Because you say it like we're in the right season. There's a shift in AI, but not a lot of people would put that together. How did you put it together, and what was your journey there?
Sure. Um, uh, One thing that I can say in a quick summary on this one, Rome hasn't built in a one day, right? So it takes it was not built in a one day. So, but it takes definitely first courage. The second thing, like you need to jump out of that ship, right? Again, I had a great position, and I was really happy, but ultimately I see that there are possibilities that we need to address, not only professional career-wise, but also industry-wise. So, but what it takes is the great team. You need to find the right team. So first thing is the team. Then the moment should be right too. So when we first talking about artificial intelligence, as you remember from our name, Earth.io, AI is actually was built in the name originally, which was like around 3.5, 4 years ago, the idea stage wise. So, and we combine the earth sciences with artificial intelligence, and the IO stands for iterative optimization and also input output, because data should be really clean to make these things happen. So data processing for that input data, output data is really important. And when you put all this thing, the vision should be there. You need to have great network to bring that team that they can actually believe in that vision, and they can continue believing this vision as we scale up. Okay, so those are the positive things, right? But the hurdles, there's always hurdles, right? So you need to raise funds. You need to make sure that the idea is actually stable enough that can be accepted by the market, which is great in our case. And the one thing that is the experience. So what we experience from a different levels this team is bringing from a technology perspective, from a sales perspective, from a field perspective. So that's what we actually identified and changed our direction. So we did not create the team only technology mindset. We brought great advisors from the field, from the mines. So that I think that's one of the main differentiator for us.
Was that, you talk about raising funds, and a lot of entrepreneurs that listen to our show are in that season of seed funding. How did that process shape you?
Sure. So first we started with family and friends on that sense. So and also internal fundraising. So that was a great kickoff for us, and it's definitely helped us. And now we are actually finalizing our little bit larger investment partner.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So it's going to be great opportunity for us, not only focusing on mining, but also there are possibilities that this platform that we created, because it's a vendor agnostic, it's a data agnostic, and industry agnostic platform. So that can be utilized by different industries. So that's exactly we are really interested. But don't get me wrong, our focus as Earth is always in mining and will be always in mining. And another point around this is we created a really strong relationship with Amazon, AWS.
Did you say Amazon? Like,
yeah, Amazon, like Amazon. Yeah.
Okay.
so Amazon has its own AWS segment, which is Amazon Web Services. So and it is a great segment of theirs, and it's pretty impactful within Amazon as a holding company. You can look at it, the percentages of it, and they are definitely driving the future, right? The cloud is actually one of the Amazon's main drivers, or it was main drivers. So they are in a sense grandfather of it. And what we want to do is basically how we can possibly utilize these great computational powers that are not available on premises, on the sites, because AI and other type of computational powers, they need huge GPUs, large data center power in a sense, right? So the good thing is we are also partnered with AWS, and we are their industry partner right now. So on the mining side of things as well. So yeah, these things take time, dedication, ambition, and definitely teamwork. So
yeah. You definitely have to have a team to do something, especially this big, because this is just not a small idea or enterprise. This is global, if you will, and where you're going. And so that takes huge vision and a lot of courage, like you said. So how do you find the right team members for something that is outside? This will be outside of yourself, and maybe already is. It's not a one-man show. So how did you go about finding the right team members?
Yeah, I was not actually, I'm not sure if it is Steve Jobs or Elon Musk said it, but you need to find smarter people than yourself. So that's if you try to do everything by yourself, it's impossible. Then it's a one-man show. Consultant, that's all you can do. But if you want to create a platform, if you want to create a technology, if you want to scale, as you say, in a larger ways, then you need to find smart people, as you say, and smarter than yourself, that you can trust. So it's not only just intelligent people, not only the experience, but also the trustworthy, right? So you can have a transparency within the team, within the company, that we also allow them to create their own directions. We call them entrepreneurship, not entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship. So it is within the company, we allow people to bring their ideas. And that's the reason that we created this platform. People can actually create products out of their ideas within this platform without even knowing any coding, right? So it's the most beautiful thing about that, right? But we need to understand the gaps in the technology area, in the industry area, and how we can empower the community, not only for the people work for Earth, but also for the whole mining community, that people can actually help each other, share knowledge, and grow together. The reason is, the future is, we believe in electric, right? The future is renewable resources. The future is how we can be greener as a world. And mining is definitely something that people not necessarily think, in some cases, positive. And we need to make that change. We need to start with the young brains and say that, okay, you know what, this is how we can do better. There are great companies out there like Fortescue Minerals or Liber or Tech, Caterpillar. All these companies are also changing their direction to electric, right, vehicles. So the net zero and how we can actually go to that net zero for the greener future for our next generations also goes through the utilization of right data, right artificial intelligence, so you can actually minimize the impact, right, for environment as well.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I can add, if you don't mind.
Yes.
So since, I don't know if you know that, but the chips, right? So like chips are extremely important for AI. Right, and those chips are created with the minerals that we extract.
Wow,
so it's
amazing. It's a full circle. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, I can only imagine, and maybe you can share just some of the feedback you're getting from the hands-on people that are using this. You know, there's so many good benefits. What are some of the things that people are saying?
I can tell you one specific case. It was quite impactful by multiple clients, actually. We have one product called Mind Foresight, and it's a completely new idea and new solution. We utilize artificial intelligence, actually specifically machine learning on that one. And the solution is finding the difference between what they were originally think that how much they can get out from the Earth versus what actually they are taking. right? And we can predict that 3 months ahead, or 1 month or 2 months ahead. Normally, it's called resource model, basically. Like, you know how much material that you have, and then there's a grade control model or operations model, which is like literally how much you're going to extract, or the short-term models. So these have different differences, like 10 to 11, 12% difference that we saw between the resource model versus the actual. And these are not millions, that tens of millions of possibles that they are missing, right? And with our predictions, it decreases to 1.5 to 2%. So that is a direct impact on not only profitability, productivity, and how easy. It's a live forecast modeling. It's a completely different idea, right? And this is not only with one client, and actually they presented us. Instead of we went there, they talk about how great this solution is. Last year in an event, it's called CIM. It's a great event, by the way. If anybody is interested to go learn about it, it's going to be in Montreal, in Canada. A lot of talks around artificial intelligence and mining and data and environment. So strongly suggest those type of events for people who are interested in the future of the world, because future of the world relies on mining. That's for sure.
Yeah. How does that make you feel when you hear those type of results?
First relief. first, okay, this is working. then proud.
Yeah.
Not about you, right? What you initiated, but actually what the team, like you were saying, that actually what they can deliver. So it is a super fulfilling thing. But again, it takes time, it takes work. Thankfully, we were really agile, because again, we have a great team, not only the field expertise, subject matter expertise, but also we have a great software development team and AI team. So we are really fortunate on that sense.
That's amazing. What do you want our listeners and anyone else to know that we haven't covered, that you just feel like everyone needs to know this about Earth.io, because it affects not just the miners, but like you said, it's really changing the world? What should we know? Sure.
I love this question. It sounds like that I had to tell you that you should ask this question. It's not the case, guys.
No, I'm naturally curious.
No, I love it because again, we have products, we have applications that are more specific to mining, but we have a platform, okay? And it's almost like an operating system, right? And it's a no-code, low-code platform for anyone who would like to actually make sense of their data, to understand their data. It doesn't matter, it's mining or whatever. And it's a no-code, low-code, just tie your data, bring that. You don't need to do any extract, transform, load. The system does it for you. And you can run statistics, advanced analytics. You can run predictions, right? You can run AI, ML engines. You can create your own ML models, even just communicating with the platform, even if you do not know the coding, like Python, right? So if you can just write, because we have a co-pilot embedded into this, like a ChatGPT, that you can communicate in English or Spanish or Turkish, whatever language it is, and then it will write the code for you. So you can actually create your own machine learning models, and you can tie that and see that how the predictions will come out. Let's say that you have a bunch of network people, right? You have all your client list. You can actually tie that Excel sheet. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a database, which we can, don't get me wrong, SQL or Oracle or whatever. But even the basic use case, let's say that you have an Excel client list, you put that information and you want to make sense and understand that what are the possible relationships between myself and, let's say, that who I know that you know, kind of a thing, right? You want to map that out. It's kind of like a neural network in a sense. You can do that with this platform.
Wow.
So it's a industry agnostic. It's a data platform that will actually help people not only understanding of their data, but also make predictions, make prescriptive analytics, and running optimization engines. So it is extremely versatile. And the most beautiful thing is, let's say that they like this product, this flow that they created. They can actually package this and then put into Earth Exchange, which we will release in 2025, the first quarter. And then they can sell that application for anybody's benefit, and they can make money out of it. So
that's amazing.
That's what it is.
This is so much more than I ever could have imagined. And I just want to say, to remember my name so that you don't forget the show.
No way, Heather. No way.
Okay. Oh, because this is incredible. And I have a feeling we'll see you so much more. Where do you see yourself or Earth.io in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh, wow. That's a you like these questions. Huh?
I do.
It is hard to say, but we truly believe that we will create a big impact, and specifically mining, and the impact wise, a positive impact. We want to bring the community together. We want to make sure that we are one of the leading companies in this segment, that do not compete but complete the systems as an enterprise solution. So that is our vision. That is our mission as well, in a sense. And I truly believe that for myself, I think I will dedicate my next whatever years to see this. Let's put it that way. Because commodities are extremely important. We need to make sure that actually everybody has a good understanding of this, and how they can actually get impacted for their lives, right? So the global economy is getting more and more close nowadays, right? So and hopefully within 3 to 5 years, I'll be one of those thinking leaders, in this sense, to make the change, shape the change. So
shape the change. I like that. And I wrote down, not compete, but complete. I think that's fantastic. That's so world peace, right?
Well, that's a hard one.
All right, we're going to get to some fun rapid fire questions right now, okay?
Sure.
All right. What is the key to success for you?
Team, and as I said, do not. You can get punched, but you need to know how you need to get up. For the people who wants to be entrepreneurs, they need to know how to pivot, when to pivot, and they need to believe their also feelings, not only the intelligence, right? Sometimes also it is really important.
That's good. I like that. Okay, what is your one piece of advice you would give to other business owners?
Do not lose the trust to anyone that you know. It doesn't matter whoever is that person, but network is the most important thing. That I think so. The people, because we are people, we are human. We need to be first human, and the human touch. It doesn't matter. It's a extremely technological thing, or it doesn't matter. It's just a personal touch. Everything starts with us. At least now. I don't know what's going to happen 5 to 10 years when we put neural links in our brains, but at least so far, that's where we are at right now. So
I like that. I like that. Even though you're inventing an AI platform, you still believe in human touch. That's important.
100%.
I think. Well, no,
100%.
AI can't take the place of that for sure. Okay, book or podcast? What are you listening to or reading right now?
I can show this one. I love this book. Actually, our chief strategy officer, Erica Fratan, gave me this. Arete. So it's a fantastic. I suggest to every human in a sense, but for any entrepreneur wise as well. I think this is a great book to make sure that they don't lose their potential, and that potential is always up, so they can actually go execute. I think it's a great book, and it's called Activate Your Heroic Potential.
Oh,
So,
I like that.
Yeah,
Activate your heroic potential. Yes. So ARETE little.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
By Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Really a great author. I love the book.
I like that. Okay.
But the podcast wise, all tech and some Joe Rogan and the main AI guys and that kind of stuff. So I would say, but also I do a lot of philosophical podcasts that I listen as well. So just to, like you say, yeah, humans. That's what you need to do.
And now you're adding us to your list as well, I'm sure.
Pardon me?
You're adding our podcast to your list as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, we will have actually just a quick thing on this one. The Earth Exchange will have a knowledge hub, right? That will also have a podcast section in it. So
amazing.
Just a quick and maybe a little surprise, because you got me the surprise questions, and now I will most probably will put your podcast over there that is related to AI or the mining stuff. So I think it will be a really fun thing to do. Okay.
I love it. Okay, here's the last rapid fire question, a really fun one. If you had a little bit of magic dust, what is the one area that you would sprinkle it on?
Within the company or
within the company? Yeah, within the company.
That's a good question. Currently, I would say the processes, the business processes, and how we can optimize those business processes from A to Z, from marketing to sales and everything. And like we're working on it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's just like you say, that kind of like a magic wand, like hey, like one overnight. If I can do that, that will be a fantastic one. But automating this is what we're working on right now. Like how we can, in a sense, internal productize this, and there is no gap. There's all working like a machine, right? So that's and it's working. Like we are working really closely with AWS, and they have fantastic services as well that nobody is necessarily using in this sense of the thing. So it's great. It's I would say that will be the magic, a
little magic dust, a little fairy godmother. I love it. All right, before we get to the very last question, share with everyone how they can find you or follow you, all the things.
Sure. So my name is again Erman Koc on LinkedIn. I guess that's one of the easiest way to find me and find a company, Earth.io. And they can easily connect with me through there and shoot me a message, and then we can take it to the further discussions. But please knock the door. That's all they have to do. And I love talking, as you can see.
Yeah, I love it.
I love exchanging information. I know that I can learn from everyone. That's what I know. So that's my motto in a sense.
I love that so much. Yeah. So make sure if you're listening to the show to send him a message through LinkedIn and say hi and how amazing Earth.io is. All right. Final question of the day is, what is most inspiring you today?
The future, the possibilities.
I love that.
Possibilities. I actually, not only the unknown, but living the present is making me excited. So we need to be in the present time. We don't need to think about the past. We should not necessarily think about the future, because you are creating your future while you are living the present.
That's good.
It sounds a little deep, but trust me.
No, I love it. I love it. And of course, you're excited about future possibilities. You're creating something that is changing the way so many people will do things in the future. So I love it.
Yeah, we do this together, guys. Like with everybody's help.
Yes, of course.
Like if people don't use AI in general, then the systems don't get, get smarter, right? So
Yeah.
ultimately it's a hand in hand thing, but mining is crucial to make this happen. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. Without mining, there are no chips. Without mining, those chips are not going to be there that we cannot necessarily utilize and improve the mining, right? So
Yes.
that's our passion, like how we can create this ecosystem collectively and improve way. So
it's beautiful. Well, I love this conversation so much. I knew you were going to be fun and interesting all in one, and you did not disappoint. So thank you so much for being here. I really just appreciate it. And to everyone that's watching, oh, go ahead.
I truly appreciate again for reaching out and inviting us. So till next one.
Till next one. Yes, I love that. I will really remember that. I'll hold you to it. And to everyone that's watching, make sure you go follow Erman and reach out to him through LinkedIn, but also make sure you subscribe to the show so you can get a notification every time a new show drops, just like this one. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you so much again. It was a pleasure. Bye.
Thank you so much. Have a great one. Bye-bye.